Chaplain Message 1, Range Day. The life you save may be your own. Every month, the firearms instructors open up the range for a day. Anyone off duty or on duty, if you can get permission, can go there and practice, work on, and or get instruction from the instructor on the duty there. How many generally show up? Generally about 4 or 5 a month. Many times it's the same people. So let's start with one statement. Shooting is a perishable skill, and it perishes quickly. Observing the troops draw and fire during most department exercises, you will see the bowlers and the fishermen, along with an odd assortment of various other styles of drawing from the holster. Accuracy will generally run from just barely to excellent. Movement off the threat vector, approximately 20% of agency troops will move when not coached to move. Scanning, generally about 25% will scan without coaching. The problem is, of those 25%, only a few will scan past 180 degrees. Verbalizing the same. About 25% will do so without coaching. Magazine reloads, only a few actually reload in their workspace, quote unquote. That is, reloading up at eye level so you can continue to see the threat in front of you. Not only that, if you load outside of your workspace, you stack approximately 0.25 seconds getting back on the threat in front of you. Depending on your source, in the United States, an officer is killed every 48 to 63 hours. Let that sink in for a moment. Every 48 to 63 hours, a brother or sister is killed in action. My point is, can you really afford not to take advantage of time on the range? That Glock 22 you carry is a tool. Tools take training and practice to master, and a pistol is one of the harder tools to master. It takes thousands of repetitions to solidly fix a movement into muscle memory, and then it requires regular practice to maintain that muscle memory. If you take a familiarization course twice a year and are on the line for approximately 20 minutes each time, 40 minutes total, doing so, then you go to qualify once a year and spend another 30 minutes on the line doing that, that gives you about 70 minutes of actually using the tool you carry per month. I will tell you straight out, that's not acceptable. You have a responsibility to yourself, to your agency, and most importantly, to those you love to take the time to learn and master that tool that you carry. This world is a crazy place, and you never know what is coming on the next call. In a deadly force incident, training reigns supreme. You will not rise to the occasion. You will revert back to your level of training. So ask yourself the hard question, am I trained up to win that encounter? Even when trained up to a high level, in the chaos of such an incident, you will generally only perform to approximately 85% of the level you are trained to. Starting with the academy, in law enforcement, we set up our troops for failure in such an event. We turn them out of the academy, send them on their way to a law enforcement agency where they fall under an FTO program, who then will write off on their ability to work and survive on the streets. Generally, nowhere in that process is a generous, targeted amount of time spent on training and honing their ability to survive or win a deadly force incident, or to survive on the streets at all. Taking all that into consideration, there is another factor you need to take to heart. You have been shown the how-to, why for, etc. It is now up to you to take the next step and actually seek out help from your instructors. It requires sacrificing a little time. It involves actually taking accountability for your training. It involves wiring your mindset to the need to practice. And when you practice, you need to practice realistically. Standing there punching holes in a paper target does not set you up for success unless you add in the necessary elements of moving, verbalizing, scanning, reloading in your workspace, tactical loads, shooting with both the strong and offhand, etc., etc., etc. Patrol troops are the front line of any agency. If you are a patrolman, you are the face of your agency. We need all of you to be at your best, and you cannot accept less than that for those that you love. And as for the loved ones, take a range day for them as well. Be the instructor leader for your family. Take time to enjoy the upcoming holiday season. Teach them whatever skills you feel they need to know in order to navigate life in this world today. Be an inspiration to them in accountability. I value each and all of you. I laugh when you laugh. I cry when you cry. We're a family, and a family helps lift each other up. They also hold each other accountable. So hold your brother or sister accountable as family and take advantage of each range day, be it at work or at home. I hold each and every one of you in my prayers, but prayers at times only go so far. Train often, train realistically. God's blessings. Chaplain Chris.